Hey guys, so today I am starting today's video out bare-faced, as you guys I'm sure can tell, because today is going to be a tutorial. And I was thinking, and I was kind of brainstorming video ideas. I knew I wanted to do something for Thanksgiving, and I was thinking a tutorial, but then I thought, well, should I do more of an intricate Thanksgiving tutorial or something really simple and easy? And simple and easy ended up winning out because I don't know about you guys, but I cannot remember Thanksgiving where I had an hour or 2 hours or whatever to sit down and just play with makeup. Plus, I want to spend that time with my family. I need to help out in the kitchen, all that jazz. So yeah, so I thought it'd be really fun to kind of do something a little bit more simple, a little bit more laid back, easy to create, but something that's still gonna be really, really glam because it's still the holidays, guys, and we're still gonna be glam. But yeah, so I thought that's what I would film today. I also wanted to make this tutorial really, really affordable because I know it's getting close to Christmas and Black Friday, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm planning on doing some Black Friday shopping, and I want to shop those Christmas deals. So I am using the ColourPop Good Sport palette. Why does it sound like there's a chainsaw outside my window? I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. But I am going to be going in with the ColourPop Good Sport palette. I thought this was just the perfect color scheme for Thanksgiving. It's nice and warm. It's beautiful. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop into the tutorial. So per usual, I'm going to start by priming my eyes. We are going to do the eyes first just because for the shape that I want, it's much easier to do them first and they don't have to worry about fallout or anything. So I'm going to start by priming my eyes with the Essence I Heart Color Intensifying Eye Primer. And I'm just going to kind of smooth this onto my lids as I normally do. I feel like I kind of go in with a lot of this primer, but I always blend it out with a sponge because I feel like it gives some nice coverage to the eyes and kind of cancels out those veins and any darkness that I may have on my eyelid. I'm just blending it out with my AOA Studio, I think this is called the Wonder Blender. I placed in Shop Miss A order when they were having $1 shipping a couple weeks ago. Then I'm just going to really lightly kind of set it with the Essence All About Matte Setting Powder, just with a very small amount of powder. But I did place an order because I wanted to pick up another one of my favorite eyebrow brushes for my Instagram giveaway that I should be announcing. It should already be announced by now, I think. I'll put it in the title of the video in the description box if it is. I'm planning on doing a little IGTV video and also a post so you guys can see what is actually in the giveaway, but I'm so super excited about that. It's my 1K giveaway. We're actually almost at 1.2K now, which is like, I know it's not that much, but it makes me really happy because I really love the community that I'm kind of building and growing. I just feel like there's a lot of support there and it's just a really happy place. So the first shade I want to go in with is the shade Trooper right here, which is this kind of nice yellowy shade. And I'm going to take that on a Sonia Kashuk number 109 brush. I honestly don't know if they even sell this brush anymore. I've had mine for literally forever. And I'm just going to kind of sweep this through my crease, kind of as a transition shade. You guys know how I like to do my tutorials. I usually do one eye on camera, one eye off camera. Usually I do a whole eye off camera and then I finish it on camera, or I redo it on camera, so maybe I'll just do the transition and then go do this eye so I know what I'm doing. But I'm just kind of lightly blending this through my crease. I want this to be kind of just some warmth in the crease and something really nice for those warm shades that we're going to apply to blend out into, because I think that does look really nice with warm brown. So I'm just kind of fluffing that through my crease and above a bit as a transition shade. And then I'm just going to take my M533, not M433, which is just a bare fluffy brush, and just kind of blend those edges out a bit. I haven't quite decided how I feel about this yellow. I feel like the first time I used it, it grabbed the texture on my eyelid kind of weird, but we'll see today. So now that I've kind of blown that out in my crease, I'm going to take a mixture of the shades Hooky and, what is this, High Hopes, because I just want kind of a medium warm brown, and Hooky leans a bit more red than what I was kind of going for. I'm just taking this on a Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush. I don't know what the name of this one is, and I'm going to apply it to my lid. This is one of their older brushes, so it doesn't have a name. But I love this brush for kind of this purpose, especially if I'm packing matte shades all over the lid and blending them into the crease a bit, because I feel like it does a really nice job packing the matte shade on, but then I can also just kind of wedge it into my crease a little bit and just blend. See, look how like nicely that blended. I mean, that's a testament to these shadows too, but it's super duper fast and super easy, which is kind of my aim with this whole tutorial. I don't want it to be, well, the video might be long and drawn out, but The actual makeup look, I feel like, is going to be very simple if what I have in my mind actually comes to fruition, and really easy to recreate. So I'm just going to take that Sonia Kashuk brush that we had the yellow on and just blend over those edges. Not that they really need it. I just like everything to be very smooth and very blended. Alright guys, next I'm going to take the shade Reckless right here, which is this beautiful super deep burgundy. And I'm going to take my Luxie mini tapered brush that I got in my BoxyCharm this month. I feel like my hair is looking real crazy. I'm sorry guys. It's a messy bun kind of day. And I'm just taking a very, very small amount of that. I just dip my brush in once and I'm really going to tap it off, because this shade is going to be kind of like some statement winged liner, but I do want to add a little bit of depth in the outer corner. I'm just kind of lightly pressing it into my outer corner and a bit into my outer crease, just to add a little bit more depth to this look. Holy moly, that shade is so pigmented. And then I am just going to blend that with that fluffy brush from Sonia Kashuk, the 109. These blend like a dream, you guys. I actually feel like I need a little bit of that brown shade to blend that, so I'm just going to take that Wet n Wild brush and whatever's left over on there, just kind of focus that more in the crease, just to make sure we don't have any harsh lines with that shade. So guys, we're going to go in with Reckless once again right here, and I'm just going to take my super teeny tiny Essence eyeliner brush and load that shade up on my brush, because this is going to be the statement liner for this look. And I'm just going to do a wing. If you guys aren't pros at wings, don't worry. I'm really not a pro at wings myself, because we did do our eyeshadow first, so we can just wipe away any of the mess up wing. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that chainsaw or whatever it is outside. It's driving me nuts. Now you can make this wing as thick or as thin as you like. I like my winged liner a bit thinner, but like I said, this is kind of the statement of the look, so it would be beautiful if you made like a really thick dramatic wing. This is seriously like such a good liner brush. I don't know why no one talks about this. It's so thin and so precise. I really use it more with powder shadows than with like cream liner, but it's still so good. Alright, so now that I have both my wings roughly applied, I'm just going to take my eye makeup removing mitt. This one's from Ulta. It looks dirty, but it's just stained, I promise. If you guys don't have these or something like this, like a makeup eraser, you have got to get one. I use it so much. It kind of just replaces makeup wipes in my routine, and you just throw them in the wash and then they're good to go. So I'm just going to take this and kind of sharpen up that wing in the shape of my eye look. Alright, so now that my wings are nice and sharp and my eyes are kind of how I want them, I'm going to hop off camera real quick, do my foundation, concealer, powder, and probably my brows, and then we'll hop back in for the rest of the face products. Guys, so kind of my base makeup is done. I just went in with my CoverGirl, what is this called? Matte Made foundation. I just want to call it Matte Maker foundation. I don't know why. I went in with some Naked Skin concealer, which I can't find. Then I set it all with the Essence All About Matte Fixing Powder. And then I did my brows with the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade. You guys know I cannot get enough of that. So now we're going to move on to defining the face a little bit before we finish up the eyes. I'm going to go in with Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I've really been enjoying this lately because I feel like it bronzes my face, but it also gives me a lot of dimension, which I feel like my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer just adds more warmth to the face than anything else. But I feel like this one really does kind of define my cheekbones a little bit, even if I don't decide to go in and contour. I am just blending this in the usual bronzer areas, under my cheekbones, forehead, my temple. I really like to kind of connect my bronzer between my cheek and my forehead, right here, kind of at my temple. I always go in like directly onto my forehead and directly in my like cheekbone area first, and then I just kind of take whatever's left over and just kind of blend it right there. I just think it gives a really nice seamless look to the skin. But I think this bronzer will definitely be in my favorites video. I feel like maybe not my last favorites video, but the one before that, it was in that one. It's just a good bronzer. I didn't know how I felt about it at first, but I think I really love it. And then to warm up my cheeks a bit, I'm going to go in with the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten Blush in the shade Tropic Hues. I know, I can't stop using this, but it's so good. It just makes my face look alive, and it's such a nice kind of glow, healthy glow to the cheeks. It's not like highlighter on your face, it's just a beautiful lit from within glow. I believe this is the Wet n Wild Tapered. No, this is the blush brush. I really love using a bit of a denser brush with this blush because I feel like it just gives me a little more glow than if I use more of a loose one, and it just deposits a little bit more color, which some people may not like, but I would rather kind of go in with a little bit more color, which might be a little backwards, but this is just kind of how I've been liking to do it lately. I go in with a bit more color, and then I just kind of blend it out so then they all blend together, and I'm just going to blend all that out with my Wet n Wild gigantic powder brush. I just use this to set my face with a bit of translucent powder. I feel like bronzer and blush just give the face so much life. Makes a huge, huge difference. And next, I want to go in with some highlighter. And I think I'm going to use my Sydney Grace Co. pigment in the shade Lace. In the pan, well, in the jar, it looks like super orange, but on the cheeks it is so, so beautiful. And to apply that, I'm going to take my AOA Studios F19 brush. Just going to dip it in the cap off the excess. And then I'm just going to hit the high points of my face. Beware, this is a bit of a sparkly highlighter. It's definitely not glitter. It's not the Cover FX custom glitter drops, I think they're called, but it definitely has a bit of sparkle in it, which honestly I don't really mind all that much. Plus it's the holiday, so you can be a little extra sparkly. Just gonna apply a bit of that onto my nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit above the brow, and then I'm just gonna tap over that a little bit with my damp sponge. This just kind of helps it sink into the skin, and it will just kind of sink in even more when we apply our setting spray. So now it's time to finish up the eyes, and they're going to be just as simple as kind of the top of our eyes. So we're going to start with mixing the shades High Hopes again and Hooky. And I think I'm just going to take that same Wet n Wild brush, except this time I'm going to focus the color more on the very tip of the brush rather than the side. And I'm just going to run this under my lower lash line. This is going to get quite smoky using this brush, so if you didn't want something quite so smoky, you could definitely go in with a smaller brush, like a pencil brush, but I really like a smoked out lower lash line, so. And I am kind of bringing that up to that wing, just trying to connect it a little bit. But first, I do kind of want to blend out that lower lash line a bit, and I'm just going to take that Sonia Kashuk 109 brush again, and I'm just going to take a teeny tiny bit of Trooper. I'm just going to dab it in once. Tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to run that under my lower lash line, right over where we put that mixture of High Hopes and, what was that shade called? Hooky. Just to blend that out a little bit. And like I said, you do not have to go this smoky with it. I'm kind of digging the super smoky look lately. I realize this looks a bit crazy right now, but I promise it looks normal as once we put everything on, like mascara. Mascara makes a world of difference. So I'm so excited about this step. So I did my November, oops, sorry about that, I bumped my tripod. I did my November BoxyCharm unboxing last night, and I used the Cover FX glitter drops on the inner corner of my eye, and it looked so, so beautiful. So I kind of already had this look planned out in my head before then, but once I did that, I knew that I absolutely had to use this product in particular to do my inner corners or to tap on my lid or something. So I'm going to take the glitter drops, and I'm also going to take my Luxie flat mini angled brush. This also came in the BoxyCharm, and I'm just going to do a little dot on the back of my hand. I'm going to swirl the brush in there a bit, and then I'm just going to pop this on my inner corners, guys, and wait till you see. Isn't that beautiful? Look at how like shiny, metallic. Whew, that's so, so pretty. I love it so much. Just gonna pop it on the other inner corner too. Now, of course, you could take this up onto your lid, but I kind of like the all matte eye. I'm digging it a little bit. Another really easy way to kind of amp up this look and just add a bit more shine and glitz and glamour would be to take like a super shock shadow and press that all over your lid. That'd also be another really quick way to amp it up a bit. So I'm gonna go back into the Good Sport palette. I'm gonna dip back into that shade Reckless. And I'm just gonna take my little Essence liner brush, get a little bit on there. And I'm just going to kind of really closely to my lower lash line, kind of connect the wing liner to our bottom lash line. Just in that very outer corner right there. And then I am going to run over my lower lash line with the Wet n Wild brush that we use to kind of smoke it out. Just to blend that out a bit. Alright guys, so now it is time for lashes. So I'm actually going to use my Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. And as always, I'm going to start by curling my lashes. I really want lashes to be big in this look, especially because it's more on the simple side, but I feel like it is still pretty glam. And I love big lashes in general. But this primer is not only going to amp up our lashes, but it's also going to make sure that our mascara stays in place all day long. I was really surprised when I did the wear test of this primer and it actually extended the wear of my mascara. I thought it would just kind of amp up my lashes a bit, but it really did. There was a big difference you could tell between the eye that I used it and the eye that I didn't use it in the wear of the mascara. So this is going to make sure that your mascara stays in place all day long and all night long if you're going Black Friday shopping Thanksgiving night. I always go every single year with my mom and my aunt, but they like to leave at like 5 in the morning. They don't like to go at night, so I will be doing that the next day. So now that I look crazy and that is wet, while that dries, I'm going to pick out a lip color. And honestly, on Thanksgiving, I wear lip balm because I go to Thanksgiving to eat as much as I possibly can. So in real life, I will be wearing lip balm on Thanksgiving. But if I were going to choose a lip color, I'd probably go with a gloss or a lipstick or a lip stain. But today I think I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Aquarius Gloss just because I feel like these kind of peachy nude tones will go really nicely with this eye. It would also be really pretty with kind of a berry lip, but I'm going to eat, so I'm going to skip the berry lip today. So now I'm going to add mascara since that primer is dry, and I'm just going to go in with my IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I'm still working on that mini that I got for my birthday in September from Ulta. This has lasted a really long time, but I have a full size once I'm done with this one. Just realized I forgot my brow bone highlight, so I'm going to dip back into that Sydney Grace Co pigment on just kind of a shader brush from Morphe. I'm just taking what's in the cap. I don't want a super duper intense brow highlight. And I'm just going to run that right under my brow. Just for a little something under there. I feel like this can really kind of balance a look out when you have a really bright inner corner and you have just a little bit of a sheen on your brow. So now that my mascara is on, I think that pretty much completes the look. Ooh, no, we need setting spray. Setting spray is a key step. So I'm going to go in with my Valjean Labs Glow Mist as well as my Makeup Revolution Sport Setting Spray. This one is really just going to kind of melt down those powders, and then this one is going to really lock your makeup in so it lasts all day long. Just really afraid that that one was going to like smudge my mascara. Usually I do setting spray before I do my mascara, but I just completely forgot, so we're just going to do this. Oh, I breathed some of that one in. And then I'm just going to stipple over my skin a little bit with my sponge just to make sure there are no like big water droplets. And I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Sport Spray. And once again, dab over that with my sponge. Alright guys, so that is going to complete this look. I have a feeling this video is a lot longer than I thought it would be, but I promise in real life, this eye look would definitely only add another like 10 minutes on to your makeup routine. So I hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving. If I don't do another Thanksgiving video, I want to do another like 10-minute tutorial, but we'll see if my life actually permits me to film that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I am so thankful for each and every one of you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving and get to spend lots of time with your family and eat really amazing food. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!